So, this is how you know a perfume is quite luxury. You spray it and suddenly people around you start fixing their posture. Yeah, nobody knows why, they just do it. It's like old money activated their spine remotely. Quiet luxury does not smell rich in a normal way. It smells rich in that my family owns land somewhere, I think, kind of way. Not loud, not sweet, not dramatic. Just the soft, elegant confidence that makes strangers ask questions like, why they don't own a fountain? Fountain? Yeah, fountain. The quiet luxury, old money overlap, it's very simple. Neither one needs your attention. They just sit there, looking unbothered, while everyone else is trying to figure out whether you're approachable or if you've been raised to politely ignore chaos since birth. So today, we're gonna go over the perfumes that give that effect. You know, the scents that don't necessarily announce wealth, but they imply it. Let's dive in. First up, it is Rose Star by the House of Dior. This is one of their latest releases, and this is surprisingly seductive in a way where the rose, obviously it's a rose perfume, but there's a spiciness to it, especially in the dry down, that I find to be very addictive, and it really makes it very, very elevated. It's said that a lot of people don't talk about this, but let's go over the notes and then I'll give more information. So it has citron pepper, pear, lemon, rose, honey, and musk. This is the rose that refuses to overreact. It's clean, bright, structured, a kind of floral that doesn't giggle, it doesn't flirt, it doesn't even try. People don't smell this and think perfume. They think, oh, she has standards. It's that polished, light, sweet rose that feels effortless, like someone who reads ingredient lists before buying anything, but doesn't feel the need to explain why. Yeah, like initially when I smelled it, I'm like, it has that Delina-esque kind of scent profile, but it becomes a tad bit spicier and more refined. In the dry down, that's the part that I look for, I live for, and it becomes super, super enjoyable. It's getting a very bad review to a certain degree, and I am shocked because to me, this is exceptionally well made. I would rather wear this than all the Delina DNA that's out there because of that spiciness in combination of the rose. It is an exceptional, exceptional scent profile. Strongly recommend if you haven't tried it, get your nose on it. Next, it is Orphéon by the House of Diptyque. This is another one of my favorites from their line because of the powderiness that comes with that refreshing scent. It is intoxicating. It comes in with juniper berries, jasmine, powdery notes, cedar, and tonka bean. Orphéon is that smooth, powdery, clean aura that feels like skin, but improved. It's well-groomed energy. People who wear this smell like they know how to say no without even raising their voice. It's not loud. It is very intentional. Fresh, cozy, slightly musky. I care, but not about impressing you type of vibe. Very, very true. Wow. Just smelling it out of the bottle, again, it gives you that elevated feel, elevated scent profile that you just can't get enough of. It's not too loud. It's just the right amount of loudness that is very comforting to those around you and for yourself as well. So strongly, strongly recommend, and it wears well in the cooler weather. So please get your nose on it. And we have Gold Myrrh Absolute by the House of Carolina Herrera. Wow, wow, wow. If there were more wows, I would put them there. But this one has me shook when it comes to Myrrh perfumes. And I'm not sure why people are not talking about it. This deserves every attention. And if they still have it, please check it out on Joma Shop. They had it at a very discounted price. To a point, I got a backup bottle. It is exceptional. Oh my God. I love Myrrh now because of this perfume. It's that good. It has a powdery sense to it. Let me stop. Let's go over the notes and then I'll come back. It has black pepper, immortelle, cacao pod, licorice, myrrh, and vanilla. Soft resin, smooth warmth, zero drama. This is quite luxury in a form of a gentle golden glow. Not sticky, not smoky, not aggressive. People smell this and assume you prefer calm environments, soft lighting, good manners, and personal space. Oh, heck yeah. It's rich, but minimalistic rich. Oh, that describes it perfectly. Like it's myrrh. It's like a darker scent, but myrrh can be sometimes, depending on how it's made, it could be overwhelming because it has that incensey feel. However, this has a sweetness to it, and the myrrh is just the right amount. You just can't get enough of. And I wear it at night. I wear it during the day. It doesn't matter. I wore it to work. And that's the part that really makes it enjoyable and interesting, is that it's very universal. Men can wear it, women can wear it as well. So please get your nose on it. And if you have tried it, let me know about your experience with gold myrrh. Absolutely. Now let's talk about 45 Degrees by Trudon. Another one that I think it was recently released. And it's getting the attention that it deserves, and rightfully so. To me, what I find interesting about this perfume is that it evolves throughout the wear, and I get different aspects of different perfumes that I already enjoy, but in a lighter form without being too loud. For example, I get a little bit of tobacco honey. Tobacco honey is strong and punchy, but this is toned down because of that honey that's in here. Well, talking about honey, let's go over the notes. It has, of course, honey, bergamot, vanilla, vanilla absolute, Georgie wood, benzoin. This is a honeyed vanilla, but not the edible kind. More like a refined, airy warmth that sits close to the skin. It's comforting without trying to be cute, sweet without trying to be dessert, and polished without announcing itself. People get a whiff and instantly assume you're not easily influenced. Yeah. And it's hard to predict like what kind of perfume this is. Like, I want to call it boozy. I want to call it fresh. I want to call it dense. Like, you get all of those things in different phases of this perfume. And that's what makes me enjoy it so much more. And it is super easy to wear. So it's not a loud perfume, but you enjoy it more than people around you because, again, you feel it more, you wear it more, it's closer to skin, it's not loud or too projecting. At least it's not for me. And the longevity is also moderate. It doesn't last too long. Right now, I'm on the 6-hour mark on skin, and that's good enough for me because I don't want this to be a loud one. This is just the right amount, and it fits this category. So if you haven't tried it, strongly recommend. Next up, Elves by the House of Louis Vuitton. It's becoming my top 3 from the house. Like, I don't know why people don't talk about it, but it deserves the attention that it should be getting. I love the scent profile. You see the color. See how ethereal it is? The scent is just as ethereal as quiet luxury can be. Like, this is intoxicating. At least it is for me. So it has peach, blackcurrant, ginger, cinnamon, coconut milk, rose, lily of the valley, violet, ambroxan, and patchouli. This is a soft fruit floral, but clean. Never sticky, never juvenile. This is a creamy, elevated freshness with Louis Vuitton's signature air glow. It gives I smell good because I invest in myself, not I'm trying to get attention. It's calm, it's modern, it's definitely silky, and quietly intoxicating. When I tell you I'm hooked, yeah. But more than me, my sister is like hooked on this one. This might be her favorite from the house. I don't blame her because it is that good. And I think I've shared this before. This kind of has some similarities to Stellar Times. And you guys know how much I love Stellar Times. So yeah, please give this one a shot. All right. This next one, I need to tell the story. But first, let me introduce the perfume. This is Worthiness by the House of Benigna. I think if you watch my shorts, you would know that I was trying to highlight this perfume in one of the weekly scent fumes videos that I post. This was also part of my wish list video for the holidays. And I think I mentioned there that I already ordered this perfume, which is true because I have it now. So, the story time. I ordered this. there was some logistic issues with the brand. It was showing that it was shipped, but it wasn't. So I reached out to them. I was okay with an apology. So they responded back by saying, of course, the first thing they did was they own up to it. They apologized sincerely. Even the words they chose, it was this brand, they should teach customer service, period. But I'm too excited about the whole experience, so let me tell you what happened. So the first day I apologized. Right after, I was like, I'm good. I understand. Things happen. It's business. I comprehend. And then they didn't even ask me. I didn't give them any hint. I did not insist. I didn't ask for to speak to a manager, or I didn't ask for my issue to be escalated because it wasn't a big deal. I understand things happen. They didn't even give me the opportunity to do any of those things. I wasn't even intending to do that, but they offered me another bottle of my choice for free. So mind you, this bottle, and look at the case, by the way. Presentation, exceptional. Like, they nailed it. And if you go to their website and read about the brand, like it's women owned, the woman that owns it is a scientist, and they invest in the mission of the brand is to invest in young women in STEM, like STEM research. And they do a lot of good out there. So that by itself already sold me. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to explore this house. So when this came, the presentation, phenomenal. And then the other bottle, this one cost about close to $400. They sent me another bottle of my choice. This is Supreme Bouquet for free. Presentation again, exceptional. Suede and very glassy box. The bottles, they look very exotic. If you read about the bottles, like the caps, it's very meticulously created, and it represents different parts of an airplane. Like, you wouldn't even think, like, the amount of thought that goes into creating these bottles, wow, just blew my mind. But you would think they would stop there. Oh no, when I got these bottles, I was so excited to get these two. And usually these types of brands, luxurious brands, when you order a perfume, they probably end up sending you like a 1 or 2 ml sample, so that you don't have to open the big bottle, just in case if you don't like it, you can return it. I would have been okay with that. Oh no, they sent me a 15 ml sample of Worthiness, the original bottle that I ordered. And even their 15 ml, look how big it is. Even this, it comes with the full presentation. Who does that? So, needless to say, they went super, super, super extra, above and beyond, to a point where I was questioning, is this a real brand? Because this kind of customer service, it doesn't exist anymore. It really doesn't. So, needless to say, I am super impressed, and they have a fan for life. I will make sure people hear about this brand, so please check them out. I live for customer service. I've had horrible customer service in other perfume houses or body care houses. Brown Sugar Babe, take notes. They still owe me over $100 to this day. I haven't seen a penny. And here's a brand who did 1/10 error of what other brands did and ended up sending me these two additional. This would probably cost $600 or more for free. But now I am sharing my experience with you guys so that you can go ahead and make the purchase if you want to, try it out, whatever the case. But I'm putting the word out there. They will get this investment tenfold. So if you know brands, please give them. And if you're a brand watching, please take lesson from this brand, because if you undermine your customer service, your products will suck. No matter how good they are, they will suck, because some of these brands that have done me wrong, they will never see my money. They just won't, because I could care less how good your product is. As long as you don't treat people right, I could care less. Enough about the story, but let's talk about Worthiness. So it has cinnamon bark, pimento leaf, rose absolute, orris, tonka bean, oud, patchouli, vetiver Haiti, vanilla bean extract, and CO2, which is carbon dioxide. Interesting. This is warm, smooth, and perfectly dressed. A little more presence than the rest, but still incredibly refined. The spice is polished, not sharp. The florals soften everything, and the oud sits quietly in the background like it knows better than to cause chaos. It feels luxurious without being dramatic. A scent that carries itself, not one that tries to impress anyone. Quite luxury's more formal cousin, but still calm, elegant, and composed. So yeah, this is everything and then some. This is your ha ha ha. This is a rose oud combo, period. Now, I have quite a few rose oud combo perfumes. This one stands out to me a little bit more because of the balance. And that type of DNA could be a bit loud sometimes, but they have figured out a way to tame it down while still having that DNA without it being too overwhelming. And how the different notes are composed together to bring you the scent profile, it smells so elevated and rich. So that's why I wanted to highlight this perfume in this video, but this is exceptional. And by the way, they have also offered a 10% discount. If you're interested, use code ZENA10 for that 10% discount. But Benigna, you have a fan for life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and keep up the great customer service. All right, this next one is also a new discovery. I'm at that stage in my perfume journey where I'm looking for something unique, something groundbreaking, something I haven't tried but really gets a reaction out of me. And this perfume did that. And I was just introduced to it. I've seen some people talk about it on social media. I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. This is by the house of Fueguia 1833. I hope I said their name right. Fueguia. It's an Argentinian house, and this is New York. So I actually sprayed this last night going to bed, and I didn't sleep like straight out throughout the night. I was waking up several times. Whenever I wake up, my instinct tells me to go straight to my arm or wherever I sprayed it and smell it. And there is a certain type of floral in here that I haven't experienced in any other perfume. And it's just driving me crazy. This is unique. This is creative. And the brand is known for not using anything synthetic. They use natural ingredients. And that by itself, it's just blown my mind. And they have a large collection, like over 100. And another thing about the brand is that I think they only have, 7 or 8 boutiques worldwide. So they're a very selective niche brand, but quality galore. So it has nutmeg, balsam fir, black pepper, cherry blossom, tobacco, rose, palo santo, woody notes, maple, Virginia cedar, musk, jacaranda, patchouli, vanilla, and tonka. Maybe it's that jacaranda. A warm woody haze with soft spice and a gentle floral lift. Calm, smooth, and quietly confident. The nutmeg and fir open clean and understated. The tobacco, it adds a subtle depth without turning smoky. And the wood settle in like a polished backdrop. Vanilla and tonka soften the edges, keeping everything elegant and balanced. It wears like a refined city scent. Modern, grounded, slightly artistic, and effortlessly composed without raising its voice. Yeah, I still cannot comprehend. Like, I all night I was thinking about okay, how am I going to describe it? So initially I felt like it felt like, the kind of scent you get when you combine a citrusy, like a passion fruit or something, a citrus or fruity, a strong fruity citrusy scent with oud. It gives the oud a tad bit of bitterness, but it's a delicious bitterness, like the kind of bitterness you get in, for example, oud maracuja, but toned down, where the citrusy part is more dominant than the oud. But this is done in a floral way, and I also sense a tad bit of ink, like the kind of ink you get in, what is the Lorenzo Pizzaclia ink perfume? I think it's cherry ink. Like that sharp ink. It's so interestingly composed. Like, you have to try it. I don't think anything I say right now, if you haven't smelled it, it would not make sense to you. And all of that scent kind of turns into something floral. Like it's not just oud and some fruit. There's a floral component to it. So it really made me curious, and I'm still trying to figure it out, but I love the fact that it's making me curious about it. And I feel like that's been missing lately in these perfumes because you get a lot of the same thing with a little bit of a spin. This was different. And I saw the rating on Fragranticum, like they've lost their mind. This is exceptional. So please, especially if you're in the New York area, stop by their store. They have a plethora of choices. So you will not be disappointed. You'll find something for sure. So again, let me not butcher the name. It's Fueguia 1833, and this is New York. And look at their case. It's like a wooden case. Like it's very simple and it comes like this. It's like a coffin looking woody, but very simplistic. Like they don't try to complicate things. Like I can keep a few things in here. Like this is amazing. I love the simplicity of the house. So please give them a shot. Next up, Cappadocia by the House of Memo Paris. Oh yeah. This one also, it's a surprise for me. Like this house, my collection is growing and they're surprising me with each of their perfumes. Let me tell you why. It comes in with saffron, vanilla, myrrh, benzoin, sandalwood, frankincense, orris, musk, mahonial, rose, and jasmine. This is a soft saffron vanilla cloud, plush, smooth, and mesmerizing. This isn't loud Middle Eastern spice. It's refined, waxy, creamy, warmth with beautiful softness. You smell approachable but expensive, earthy, airy, and addictive with elegance. People lean in and not back. Yeah. Oy, oy, oy. Yeah. This is intoxicating. I think I was intrigued by the myrrh possibly when I got this, but super, super enjoyable. There is a little bit of a denseness to it. I wouldn't consider this a loud perfume, but when you wear it, you feel the warmth because it also has frankincense. Like it has all the key components that drive me crazy, and especially for the cooler weather, strongly recommend. And obviously, you guys have seen that my interest in the Carolina Herrera high-end line is increasing. And this is another one, Cedar Chic by Carolina Herrera. I heard Verity talk about it. Love her recommendations as well. Like, I've gotten a few perfumes because of her recommendations. And she wasn't wrong. This is super, super addictive. So it comes in with aldehydes, bergamot, orange blossom, white musk, and cedarwood. Pure, fresh, clean, but not sophisticated clean. Airy aldehydes that feel like crisp linens and good lighting. It is minimalistic, of course. It is quiet. It is extremely polished. And it smells like you're organized without being rigid. Relaxed, but put together. Oh, yeah. And there's something about it, like you would assume it's just a regular fresh scent. No, there is a scent in there, especially in the dry down, that lingers. And it gives it a very elevated scent. Like it's so intoxicating and addictive. And that scent is what makes this one last long. Like a lot of fresh, clean scents, they don't have longevity. This one does. And it makes it worth every penny. So if you haven't tried it, please give this one a shot. Next up, it is Tokyo by the House of Memoirs of a Perfume Collector. This is their Midnight City series. This is another one that I smelled it, and once it got to the dry down, I just could not stop sniffing myself. Next to Tales of Zanzibar, this is probably my second best from the line. Exceptional. It has ambret, Calabrian bergamot, geranium, orris, Bulgarian rose, mimosa, tonka bean, oud, hinoki wood, sandalwood, and vanilla. Soft orris, gentle wood, creamy vanilla, and zen, modern, artistic. It's not chaotic oud. It's not smoky oud. It's a delicate, meditative oud wrapped in clean florals. This smells like someone who values peace, but has a very strong point of view. Kind of reminds me of myself. But I'm shocked to hear that this has oud. Am I reading the right notes? To me, this is very powdery, milky, more irisy, and okay, I kind of get the oud now. But it's very powdery and very relaxing. And like I said, I live for the dry down because that's where it comes to life, and very comforting. If you don't like oud, like if you're a hardcore oud is a no type of person, you would love this. Like to a point, like I love oud. but I did not sense it here until now. Like now that I know that it has oud, now I'm paying more attention to it. But I enjoyed that milky, irisy kind of scent in the dry down. That's what I live for. So if you love that, please give this one a shot. Next, it is Zuzu by the House of Celine. Finally, last night, Black Tie is available. It came after almost a year, if not more. Like it was out, sold out, and they didn't know when it was coming. Some even were saying that it was discontinued, but it came back. Let's talk about Zuzu. So it has vanilla, tonka bean, musk, benzoin, patchouli, and lactonal. This is a milky, soft vanilla suede vibe. Elegant, creamy, cozy, like second skin with better lighting. It's warm without heaviness, sweet without sugar, and musky in a very quiet self-confidence type of way. People smell this and think, she likes comfort, that expensive comfort. This is very comforting for sure. A little nutty, but in just the right amount. You guys know I don't like nutty scents. If I like it, that it means it's really, really good. Because for someone who doesn't like a note and they enjoy that note in a specific perfume, yeah, this is me in that case. And this is really, really well made. Because the house, they don't like to make their scents too loud. And I think that's one of the things that turns me off when it comes to nutty scents. Because they become too overwhelming and to a point they become more smoky. And they just, yeah, they overpower me. I just can't. But this one does not. This is just done the right way. So if you haven't tried it, another one I strongly recommend. Next is 10,019 Wonders by Ex Nihilo. I should have highlighted Scarlet Sands right here, but I'll save that one for a different video. But for now, let's talk about this one. So it has dates, cacao pod, caramel, almond, vanilla, and orange blossom. This is a soft, smooth gourmand, more like a delicate veil than a dessert. Not sticky, not heavy, not loud sweet. It's creamy, balanced, elegant, airy, a gourmand that feels sophisticated, not edible. Smells like sweetness with patience. Yeah. This is one of those scents that it's just, one, it's ex nihilo. Like, you know my love for this house. But this is super easy to wear. And while maintaining that luxurious ex nihilo DNA, wow, super well done. Another one I would strongly recommend to try before buying. Exceptional, exceptional perfume from the house. I'm glad that I have this in my collection. Again, this is 10,019 Wonders by Ex Nihilo. And there's no way we're going to talk about quiet luxury without talking about Ave Maria by the House of Bo. Yeah. I would call this the wedding perfume. Like summertime wedding outside by the beach, that kind of perfume elevated, like, yeah. So it has gardenia, cashmere, Indonesian jasmine, neroli, pear, rain notes, red wine, or pleather. A clean, sheer floral with a soft mineral rain note and refined woodiness. It feels meditative, pure, and airy. A floral that breathes. People smell this and assume you live near art galleries. This is soft sophistication, never overwhelming. I would be shocked if anybody comes to you and said, "Ooh, your perfume is too much," wearing this. It's not made that way. Like, everything about this perfume, it's so ethereal. Like, this is one of those that it cannot bother anyone. At least, in my opinion, that's how I feel. Let me know about your thoughts. But exceptionally well made and quite luxury, for sure. Next, it is Oud Nude by Guerlain. Oh yeah, I've highlighted this perfume in my oud video, which I think it aired probably a month ago, but I'll make sure to link it in the description. Wow. If you hate oud, or if you're just trying to get into oud, get this. It has raspberry, almond, oud, bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, rose, and atlas cedar. This is smooth, clean oud, rounded, creamy, and polished. No harshness, no bite, no smoke. This is oud with manners. A creamy vanilla woody elegance that feels sensual without shouting for attention. This is Quiet Luxuries After Dark moment. I would even call it after dark. I can wear this all day, every day without bothering anyone while enjoying it. This is one of those very light wearing ouds. You won't even feel like you're wearing an oud. Probably because I'm so used to oud, but I've seen people who are more resistant to oud still enjoying this. Strongly recommend. Alright folks, so that is the lineup for our quiet luxury perfumes. Wow, I didn't think I had that many, but I think it's about a total of 14 perfumes. No wonder this video took a little bit longer, but I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section which one stood out to you, or if you would add anything to this list. I love perfumes that are made with quality ingredients and smell the part. Like, I want to spend my money on that instead of just getting anything and everything. I feel like that hasn't worked for me. And as I grow in this industry and as I grow my collection, I want to focus my attention on quality than quantity. So that will probably be my goal for 2026. By the way, today is Wednesday before Thanksgiving while I'm taping this, so I know it's a little too late. By the time you guys watch this, it probably will be end of the year, if not in the new year. So happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of the good stuff. Want to wish you and yours the happiest of everything in this holiday season and in the year to come. So there's more videos to come. If you haven't subscribed, please take this time to go ahead and do so. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hype me up while you're at it, share it with others who would enjoy this video as well. But most importantly, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me throughout this year. Until the next video, stay fumed. Thanks for watching. Bye.